Okay, welcome back to the Jamie Ross Show. Today I'm very happy to have Christianne Noll in studio. Thank you very much. And we're here to talk about an upcoming show at SOPAC, which I think everyone in town should go to.
Definitely.
It's called Small Town, Big Talent. And I think it's really going to be one day where you'll see more past and present talent from South Orange, Maplewood area in one day than you probably ever will.
Well, I think they're trying to have from 11 in the morning until 11 at night,
right,
round the clock, entertainment, lectures, film screenings. I mean, it's extraordinary the talent of the people that are living in Maplewood, South Orange area.
Right. Yep.
I mean, the Broadway people that live here alone, every time I get on the train, I turn, I'm like, you live here too? I mean, it's really incredible.
Yeah, and during the day I know that Zach Braff and Rachel getting married. Was it the writer director of that? It's on this page. Just scroll down.
AJ Calloway, I guess they went to school together, and that was a big year for Columbia High School.
Yeah,
both of them.
Yep, and Max Weinberg will be talking, and Lauren Hill was just added to the show Saturday night.
Yeah.
Let's just run down some of the names real quick. Lauren Hill, Christine Ebersole,
multi-Tony Award winner.
Yep. Kelly Bishop,
also a Tony winner.
Wow. Max Weinberg, Nat Adderley Jr., who's a great jazz pianist. I've had him on my show too.
Did you? Cool.
Yeah. Lydia Johnson Dance, Suzanne Douglas, Sarah Partridge, Jessica Curson, who's hilarious. She's my year.
Oh, that's cool.
1987.
Yay!
Bill Charlop and Renee Rosnes. Jamie Verdier, your husband. Wow. So, are you going to be doing a duet together?
We thought initially when they asked us that we were going to be doing a number together, but he's actually going to be doing something with Charlie Pollock, who the three of us met doing the tour of Urinetown. Okay. So the two of them are going to, I believe, serenade the former chairman of the board, or maybe it is the current chairman of the board.
And Charlie Pollock is next on the list, and then Sandy Rustin, Joanna Young,
and me.
And finally, you're last on the list. I'm not sure, but let's talk about your recent
my adventure.
Wow. Yeah, and let's just show well, let's first say you were nominated for Best Female Lead in a musical for Ragtime, and recently performed at Radio City Music Hall
for the Tony Award broadcast.
And let's take a quick look at that right now.
There are people out there unafraid of revealing that they might have a feeling, or they might have been wrong. There are people out there unafraid to feel sorrow, unafraid of tomorrow, unafraid to be weak, unafraid to be strong. There was a time when you were the person in motion. I was your wife. It never occurred to want more. You were my sky, my moon and my stars, and my ocean. We can never go back to before. We can never go back to before.
So how was that?
Yeah, it was
What
pretty
was
amazing.
that? Yeah.
That was pretty amazing. They have the whole evening choreographed down to the millisecond. So, you know, I'm sitting in my seat and screaming for Green Day and all of that. And then next thing you know, someone's like, okay, it's time to go.
Right.
And I have to take the jewels that I have been given to wear for
the
evening, put them in a bag and give them to my husband so he can keep them on his person, because it's like, oh, no, you can't just walk. I was like, oh no.
Right.
And we went, you know, upstairs, changed. I'd had my hair done, my makeup done, the whole thing. Now we have to crush the hairstyle into my wig.
Right.
Put on my old costume, which was a little bit surreal, to sort of go back into Mother, because since we closed in January, I hadn't really been in it in a while. Then walk right back down with all of those people down to the front, sort of wait. Antonio Banderas is there, and you know, and Harry Potter. Daniel Radcliffe was. I saw you in the dress rehearsal. You were fantastic. It's like, oh, thank you.
Oh, that's so nice.
Little tiny mice.
Yeah.
But singing was very exciting and
I mean,
and
you're right in the middle of
I was on
everything.
the coin. They call it the coin, the little thing that's out front, and we only had 90 seconds, but at least we had 90 seconds.
Yeah.
That was thank you Kennedy Center. They were the reason, because you know that 90 seconds had to be paid for. So
really?
They were like, no, we want this to be a full experience, so we want you to do it. And thankfully they were a big reason that we got to do it. So.
Okay. And the revival, unfortunately, it didn't go as long as you hoped. Had people known it would be nominated, you know.
I think a lot of things happened, but I talked to a lot of people. Oh, I was going to go because I thought that was just going to run forever, and I thought, and you know, unfortunately, if you have intentions to go see a show, see it like immediately. Don't wait. Go see it, because there's such competition for entertainment dollar everywhere that shows don't have the luxury of just hanging out anymore, because there's so many of them. So if you hear something's good or you have an inkling to go see it, then go see it. Don't put it off. Do it immediately.
Yeah. And also, how did you get contacted? What was the phone call like when you got nominated?
Well, I was preparing. Another really wonderful thing I got to do was I just sang at the O2 Arena in London with Julie Andrews, which was amazing. Nice. So, you know, another huge place. But I was leaving that evening on the airplane with my 16-month-old daughter. My mother was coming along. So we hadn't even started packing. So I couldn't sleep because I was having packing anxiety. So I got up and was starting to like rummage through and try to pull things together. Yeah. And I really wanted to ignore the whole thing because I really didn't think it was going to happen.
Right.
So I just didn't want to pay attention to anything.
I see.
But my phone was there, my cell phone, and next thing I know, it's going ding, 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 ding. You know, text messages coming in, phone's going crazy. So I was like, sort of went and jumped on my husband. I'm like, I guess I got it, you know.
Oh, wow. So you kind of had an idea that that's when it was coming in?
Because they do a live broadcast.
Oh, I see.
Starts at 8:30. So at 8:32, I believe they had already read my name.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It was pretty neat.
That is cool. And so when you grew up in Leonia, so you've always been a Jersey person, and so how did you get into theater and Broadway? And
my mother is an opera singer, and my father is a conductor, and I actually toured all over with them.
Okay.
And so knew what this all was like at a very young age, in my blood.
That's great.
And so I followed through, and here I am.
Got the bug early on.
The bug, and I ignored it for a while. I was going to do computers. I was like,
yeah, really.
Because I was really good at math, and I'm like, I don't want to do the theater thing.
Yeah.
Then you know, it's kind of like someone who grew up in the circus going, oh no, I'm going to be an investment banker. No, you're a trapeze artist.
Right,
you need to be a trapeze artist.
Right. That's great. And so do you have any other projects looking at, or?
The people that wrote Ragtime they're in the process of writing a new show, and Lincoln Center sponsored a very first reading of it. So they asked me to be a part of that. That was very exciting.
Oh, great.
So we'll see now what their next steps are with that. But I do a lot of symphony concerts. I'm actually going to be singing with New Jersey Symphony over in Newark in the spring, I believe. But I have a bunch of those coming up over this summer, which is
Right.
going to be good because I'll get to be mommy full time during the week, and then I run away on the weekends and go
I
sing.
mean, you could have your hands full with just that. So
Yeah, absolutely.
that's-
She's getting to that age.
And what's her name?
Rihanna.
Rihanna. Oh, nice name.
Thank you.
I like that. Well, but for now, you can come Saturday.
Saturday, you have to come Saturday. It's going to be really, I think, an amazing. Well, anything all day is going to be fun, but that night is going to be a big gala and benefit concert and all kinds of things going on.
Yeah, it's a full day. Again, I have everything listed online, so
really
it's a
something
full
for everybody.
schedule. Yeah, absolutely. It starts in the morning with children's. There's some African music by Marafani.
Yeah, I think there's a sing along, so you can bring your whole family.
Mm-hmm.
International music
and I think that starts at 11 a.m. So it's a full day, and you'd be really, really stupid not to.
Well, it's very easy.
Well, yeah.
I mean, SoPac. It's an incredible facility, and if for any other reason, if you haven't even seen a movie there, you need to at least go see a movie there.
Right.
I think it was the dream for this whole area to be a cultural mecca, as it were, for this part of the state, and they're really doing an incredible job of turning it into that, and having all of us participate, I think, is a testament, because it's just a really cool town. Some people grew up that way, but we chose to come move here because it's really, with all the people that live here, it's really special.
Right, and absolutely is. And thanks again for coming on and talking and helping to support this day. And I guess that's it. We'll see you Saturday night.
Yay!
Okay, great.